Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas. Welcome to this year's Summer League. The 2023 FIBA World Cup is set for August 25th to September 10th in the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia. Featuring 32 nations, the World Cup is arguably the toughest basketball tournament in the world. As part of FIBA's celebration of the World Cup, the James Naismith Trophy is taking a promotional tour to all 32 countries. We are very lucky to join by FIBA Head of Marketing, Gauthier, Rakotonirina, also known as Gogo, which is easier, as the trophy makes a visit here in Las Vegas Summer League. And we also have the trophy with us.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. Thank you for joining us here at Las Vegas Summer League. And it's a pleasure having the trophy, having done the tour. And for the first time ever, the World Cup will be held in multiple countries. What does that look like, to qualify teams?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Look, we have three great host nations who have an incredible basketball fan base. So the group phase is going to take place across Indonesia, Japan, and the Philippines. And the Philippines will host the final phase. We actually held our draw over there recently in April to see which teams were going to get seated in which group. And we got a little bit of a taste of what the mood will be like, how the fans are. It's an incredible place to see the game grow and to give these fans a little bit of good basketball on the courts with the best players in the world.
So we have the honor actually to have here the trophy. The James Naismith Trophy is with us. What is the story behind this beauty? Allow me to say that everybody is going to fight for it.
So James Naismith was a professor, and in 1891 he wanted to figure out how to have sports during the winter. So he came up with the idea of playing a game with baskets, and that became basketball. In 1893, one of his students actually brought the game into Europe, and that was the first game in Europe that happened. Fast forward a few years, in 1932, FIBA is created. In 36, it becomes an Olympic sport. And in 1950, the first World Cup happens with Argentina beating Team USA.
That is quite a story. I think everybody knows that story, but it was lovely to hear it once again. We love basketball, and we need to love that kind of story that is behind a trophy like this that is very important. It has been to all over the world so far. How has that experience been, and where are you heading next?
Yeah, so the trophy's done already 26 nations. It's going to do all 32 nations participating in the World Cup and the host countries, just to show everybody what they're fighting for, and for the host nations, what everybody is fighting for as well. It's quite a beautiful thing. It's 60 centimeters. It says Fédération Internationale de Basketball Amateur, which means FIBA in French. It's got the lotus petals. And all the World Cup winners on the back end.
Well, Gogo, you don't have to sell it. Everybody wants it, no matter what we say about it. I'm pretty sure about it. So let me have a quick flashback back to 2019, right? So Spain left with this. They took it home. Can they repeat that success?
Look, Spain is currently the #1 in FIBA World Rankings. If you look across youth and senior basketball, they've had a very good past couple years. They won the World Cup in 2019. They won Eurobasket. If you look at youth teams, they've also just picked up the championship across males. So they have a solid team. They have great coaching and a great history of basketball. I think they're a contender just out there. They've got some good players ready to pick it up. The senior leaders are there, so they're going to give us a show.
Well, we're in Las Vegas. We're in the States. So USA Basketball recently announced the World Cup roster with 12 upcoming stars. So what is your take on that? Young roster, upcoming stars. Can they fight for their spot in the top of the world, to take this home?
Look, Team USA has a very strong roster, and they're definitely headed for a podium. They've got the NBA DPOY. They have players who are on max contracts in the NBA, so that says a lot about them in regards to their potential. They do have to adjust to FIBA rules, but with youth comes also the capacity to adapt. I've no doubt they're going to make a very, very strong run for the Naismith Trophy.
Everybody's waiting for the World Cup, not only to see who's going to take this home, who's going to lift that up, but the thing is, which NBA stars are we going to see there? Do we have any confirmations, any players that we know for sure they're going to be there?
Yeah, a few players have committed and their teams have officially announced it. We can start with Slovenia. Luka Doncic is going to represent his national team.
You started with the big names. Okay, I like
Hey,
that.
you have to. The Philippines have Jordan Clarkson, who's going to play out there. The French have Rudy Gobert, Evan Fournier, Nick Batum. Spain has Ricky Rubio. Australia will have Patty Mills. Yeah, there's some pretty big names out there. Are there already top NBA stars or future stars coming out?
That's great. We can't wait. I cannot wait. You know, I'll be there. You'll be there. So we're going to see all those stars in action. And I know the fans, because it's all about the fans when we talk about basketball. Yes, it's the players, you know, the country that they represent their countries, the coaches. But it's all about the fans because they're waiting for this, right? They've been waiting for this. So how can fans in the U.S. follow the World Cup action?
Yeah, so in the U.S. it's going to be broadcast on ESPN and on Courtside 1891, FIBA's OTT platform.
That's great. That's great. Any other comments you want to make on that tour? You know, you have the insides. So I don't know. You've been to many countries. Which one was your favorite so far? I'm going off script here, you know.
Ooh,
that's a test.
Tough question. Look, I have to say in Vegas, we've had a lot of fun showcasing it. We went, you know, we brought it on a golf course at the NBPA to show it to Matt Barnes. We bought it on, you know, in front of the Las Vegas line. Every city has a little bit something special, and then the crew that's working with it is amazing. They're full of ideas. So look, we're trying to have fun with it as well.
Well, thank you very much for being here with us, and we'll see you in Philippines, right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.